Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2025. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And oh, yeah, we're going to jump right into it. First things first, Gemini, happy birthday. You're amazing. Listen, you're about to have one of the best birthday months you've ever had. This is going to be an enormously special month. And so I'm just very excited for you. And I want you to get excited as well. And if you are new to my channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'm going to do your spread. Then I break it down week by week. I tell you about more aspects. I pull more cards, and then I do the second spread. So, Gemini, I'm actually starting with you this week because it is your birthday season and so much happening. So much happening for you. Well, it is a very historic month, okay? This is a month, I mean, talk about profound era making. Like you or me, nobody on this planet has ever experienced a month like this, okay? Literally. I mean, I'm not even joking. It's when I say landmark month, it's because Saturn's moving into Aries, yeah? But that's not the only reason why. I'm going to break that down. And remember, there's stuff on the back. There's stuff on the back. You just wait. Gemini. And if you do recall from your Gemini 2025 annual forecast I did for y'all, I said this is the year of the Great Awakening. We're here. We're here. I said this age of ascension. We're here. Age of wisdom, the year of the wood snake, transformation. It starts now. It started in March. Now you're really gonna, right? The year of 9, all of that, endings, completion, fulfillment, preparing for 10. 2026 is the year. I'm gonna explain that. But remember, 9 is also humanity. Humanity is changing. You see that. And remember the 4 themes, the 4 C's. I've said community, collective, consciousness, and courage. Okay? And that's because all the planets are changing signs this year, but it's the 4 outer planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all changing signs in a very compressed time frame. We've never seen that. They're all moving to fire and air, which bodes really well for you. Never seen that. I mean, all moving to feminine, masculine. Never seen that. They're all aspecting. Come on. That 0 degree point that I talked about. The world axis, the, creation degree, a critical degree, a degree of great change and new beginnings, the beginning of the beginning. We are literally leaving the age of Pisces, moving into the age of Aquarius, which again, as you know, so much better for y'all. I mean, your fellow, their BFF, air. Anyway, listen, this is going to be a big month for you. Everything that I talked about from mid-March, remember that big wave you've been riding has brought you here to May. All right? So now you've landed. Now you're starting this new area in your life, this brand new era. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it bigly. All right? And that intensity of April, gone. There's still going to be some things in May, but it is special, and it's because listen, the third of those 4 outer planets I just mentioned, Saturn moving into Aries the first time in 30 years, joining Neptune the first time in hundreds of years. So we have to consider this special. Expect great change and great things and great new beginnings. And please look at my live streams where I do give predictions. You see them, okay? And I talk about the geophysics affecting Earth too. Solar flares, all of that. The world is changing. That's all I'm saying. And you play a part, okay? You're part of the collective. We're feeling that shift. Okay, the collective is shifting and awakening. You're awakening, Gemini. Therefore, you're having greater power. And like I said, and even last week, how will you contribute to humanity, to the collective, to society, to your family, to your workplace? All of that. Now, May, no oppositions. Okay, amazing. And we only have 2 squares, a piece of cake. And I'm going to walk you through it, all right? And remember, that's outside of the lunations, outside of the asteroids, planetoids that we always talk about in the second spread in the weekly forecast. Now, the first 2 weeks for you, Gemini, we're in Taurus season. Very grounding. Spend time in nature, please. Realign your frequency, okay? Why? Because it's still very fiery. You're feeling amped up, Gemini. You're feeling restless, okay? You're ready to go, and you're going to feel a lot more restless when it comes to May. And that's why I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you here. I'm going to tell you what's going on, okay? But in a good way. And I want you to do things, all right? I want you to communicate, and you're the masters of that. But you will be feeling, as soon as we hit May, even before we hit May, you're going to be feeling this ambition, this tenacity, empowerment, enthusiasm just running through your veins, all right? Why? Mars is in Leo. Mars is finally out of Cancer. Mars is in Leo, a fire sign all month long. What is that? Mars in Leo? For you, Gemini, that rules your third house of communication. And you would know that because you are the native ruler of the third house. Communication, writing, researching, launching new things, launching businesses, selling things, your local community, your siblings, family, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, and travel. A lot of y'all are traveling. Yes, a lot of y'all are traveling. And then you've got Venus and Aries all month too. What? Another fire sign. I've talked about that last week, so you know what that's all about. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. The new moon, and that's fiery. It's like everything my heart desires, I'm going to get. Nothing's going to get in my way. Now, I'm dropping these forecasts at least a week before May begins. Don't forget, you got that new moon in Taurus kicking off May. So you feel that strongly for the first 2 weeks of May. Taurus rules your 12th house. I talked about this. 12th house is a little nebulous. So you don't really, it's a little different for you. But I'm going to tell you something that is going to blow your mind. But for now, that's very spiritual. 12th house is very spiritual. It's rest and retreat. And please do. For you, it is very like Four of Swords. It's like kind of taking a time out. Right? All this Taurus energy, because that's a subconscious, unrooting things. It's healing. And then before you go back out into when we get into your birthday season. All right. And by the way, your ruling planet, Mercury, is going to be in 3 signs in May. And that's what I'm talking about. You're never going to forget May. There's stuff happening, but the big thing is Saturn moving into Aries since 1999. Yeah. But it's going to be, so think about what happened around that time, especially with friendships, networking, benefactors, allies, your squad, community, maybe a global scale, again, maybe local, social media. Well, maybe not 1996, 1999, but also your hopes and wishes and your future dreams. Now, sure, we're talking about pattern recognition. Saturn's now with Neptune, so this is going to be very different from that time. All right. Now remember the blue asterisk, the best aspects of the month, and if you are taking notes, please circle literally the last week of May. That entire week, it is bonkers, amazing, auspicious, encouraging, enormous for you. And it's big because we do have that new moon in your sign. And I have told you for many, 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 many months, one of the best new moons of 2025. We'll talk about it. Just know that by the time you get to the end of the month, by the time you get to June, which is the luckiest month, right, of 2025, May is one of the best, June is one of the best, but also the luckiest. You're moving into that. It's still your birthday season. You're on the hugest brink of change, okay? It all started in the middle of March, and now you're here, and I'll leave you some breadcrumbs along the way, all right? We're talking about June, but just know you're going through great change, and that's why I want to spend a little bit more time with you because I really want to help plan everything that's going to happen. Okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you, Gemini. All right. Now, one last thing, because I'm still getting comments from y'all, okay, about this. And so I have to address it in every sign's reading now. All right. About your sun and rising. And I talked about this in, one of my live streams in April live stream. Okay. Remember, you got to watch those. I give predictions. I'm at this point 100% accurate that, things can change. But anyway, in terms of them happening, predictions coming true, but look for the one that says sun and rising in the title, because yes, you have to read both. Sun and rising complete your forecast. Sun is only 50%. Your rising completes the other 50%. That's where you get your full forecast. And so I'll leave that video at the end of this video or even in the description box. But just remember, like, you know, when horoscopes came out in the 1900s in the newspapers, it was sun sign. So our brains have been trained to just read our sun. But think about astrology, like ancient astrology. We go way back thousands of years. It was both. Okay. So if you don't know your rising, I'll tell you how to get it in that video. If you don't know your birth chart, I tell you. If you don't know what time you're born, any of that, all the questions, I tell you all of it in that video. Okay. So just watch that video. It's gonna everything, because like, let's say like you went through, you know, April and you're like, oh, nothing really resonated. I'm like, well, did you read your rising? It completes the full picture. And your moon, because y'all asking about the moon. Yes. You have to watch for your moon. And the things that I'm going to bring up some moon stuff here, okay? And it will affect you as a Gemini or a Gemini rising. But when you read your moon sign, that is native to you. That is specific to you. So that is why I do the lunations in the week in the second spread, okay? Because I've told you the moon aspects are very, very frequently more often stronger than the planetary aspects. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I've given you examples of, you know, even me as a Virgo moon, things that have happened with me as a Virgo moon, and how, you know what I mean. So if Gemini, if you are feeling emotionally charged or emotionally drained or burnout, yeah, or defensive, or your maternal side is kicking in, or things are going on at home or family, loved ones, relationships, or your intuition is off the charts, all of that, that's your moon. That's your moon. Okay, so undercurrents to what's happening here. And there's going to be a lot of lunations you want to pay attention to. And I'll point them out. I'll point some out, all right? But you're going to love May. And because there is something special. It is very special for you, Gemini. You. So I want you to remember, above anything else, life is a miracle. Okay? Literally, we have the uncanny, perfect conditions that make all of this work, that make us breathe on this planet. Okay? So take advantage of all that the universe offers, especially in May. Make the most of it, because life is full of opportunities and I want you to take them, especially in May. All right? Now, Friday, let's jump right in. Venus conjuncting Neptune on Friday. You're going to love this. And I will talk about it a lot more in your weekly forecast, but wow. This, again, it's happening. Venus conjunct Neptune in Aries. Oh, no, it's been 164 years. Nobody experienced this. So again, there's something new, and you're going to see a lot of that this month, but nobody's ever experienced on this planet. Now, why is this special? Because it's happening at 1 degree, which is the Aries degree. Remember Aries energy, and even just that 1 degree, still part of that new beginning. It's initiating. So what does this mean for you, Gemini? Well, Aries rules your 11th house of everything that I said earlier. Your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, long-term dreams, as well as your social network or networking, okay? Support system, friendships, things like that. You're going to feel really, really moved here. It is moving the needle forward on your goals. Okay, so you're going to feel this strongly in terms of taking lead, taking action for what brings you pleasure, what you desire. We're talking about Venus. You throw Neptune in, that's compassion, that's the arts, it's spirituality, it's your ideals, it's imagination, intuition, creativity. This is a symphony, literally, figuratively, because Venus and Neptune, little sister, big sister, they both represent music. So what do I want you to do this day and a week before, a week after, because you will, it's a strong conjunction, you'll feel it days before. Listen to music that moves your soul, please. You will be inspired. I've told you sound is therapy, it's healing, it's vibrations. That's why I say vibrate at a high frequency. Sound helps. Okay? Feel it. I've talked about hemisync and in your brain in my live streams. Are you watching my live streams? I talk about a lot of things that I don't have time to talk about in your weekly forecast, so that's where I get to, and it impacts you. So listen, that's life-changing. Kick up those gamma waves, okay? Now, the other thing is, and you're going to love this. Oh, my goodness. The other thing is, both planets, Venus and Neptune, they do represent creativity, okay? However, what did I say? We got Mars and Leo. And Leo rules that domain of creativity. So you're getting creativity hit 3 ways here. You're going to feel a surge of it, especially Leo being in your 3rd house of the mind. What? It's amazing. Okay. Mercury's your ruler. You're the communicator. You're the mental, you know what I mean? Like that's so, and you know that I'm a Gemini rising. So anyway, this is an amazing aspect. If you're a singer, artist, dancer, writer, filmmaker, photographer, mom, it does not matter who you are. This is all about world building. Okay? Use it. What is the world that you want to live in? Build the world that you want to live in. And it bears repeating, you know, the world that you dream about, your future, right? Neptune's dreams, but bears repeating. Neptune is visual. Visualize. Vision boards. I always talk about this. Your vision. What is your vision? Visualize your goals, your finish line. Put yourself there. Put yourself on that timeline with confidence. It's Aries, that confident energy. Venus is money. You want money? Visualize it. I told you the story about Jim Carrey. Venus is love and relationship. You want a relationship? Visualize it. I've said this. Visualization is not just like manifestation and spirituality. It is literal neuroscience. Visualization is proven to create new neural pathways in your brain. Use this. It's happening at 1 degree. Plant seeds for your vision. Right off the bat, you got this big old portal of inspiration and passion, creativity, self-love. You got to use this, please. All right. So it's in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. Be creative, be communicative, plant seeds. Okay. Now, the other thing is, oh, by the way, speaking of money, and this is, I just told you about the lunations, right? So I'm just going to give you a little extra here. Again, I usually do this only in the, in the second spreads, but guess what's happening on the same day? The moon will be in Cancer. Why is that such a big deal? 2 reasons for you. 1, the moon that rules Cancer, right? Being in Cancer is big, and Cancer rules your 2nd house of not only self-worth and self-value and self-confidence, but money and finances and salary and income and the things that you desire. Use this. The other reason why, the moon in Cancer on this day will trine Venus, trine Saturn, sextile Uranus, trine Neptune, trine the North Node. What? Right? And sextile the South Node. So, do you see why the lunations really amplify what's happening? You got the 3 most feminine planets, the moon, Venus, and Neptune, all harmonizing in perfect harmony, working for you. Feel this. Feel moved. All right. So, anyway, if you are a crest watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your sister, your husband, whoever it is, all the cardinal signs, and this is something extra that I do as well, specific to your chart. If you have any cardinal signs, okay, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and then Taurus and Pisces, they'll feel this most. But if you have any planets between 29 to 2 degrees in fire signs, right? Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you can get that a little bit wider of an orb, like 28. Okay, 28 to 3 degrees. Yeah. You'll feel this. Now, Sunday. Oh, yeah. On May 4th, May the 4th be with you. Gemini, you crack me up. Pluto goes retrograde. Yeah, that's fine. Listen, when we hear the word retrograde, we're like, but no, this is good. This is great. It's retrograde until October. We'll talk about more in your weekly forecast, but this is good because, Pluto has that intensity. And this is great because retrograde is all about going within, right? So this is your inner growth. Pluto is transformation, and you know that your transformation comes from within. So again, this is really great for your personal empowerment. Pluto is empowerment. Use this. Amazing. Monday, and please circle this in your calendar. Monday, May 5th, you got Mercury in Aries, sextiling Jupiter in your sign. Why is this a big deal? You've got your ruler Mercury. Sextiles are windows of opportunity. You know, with Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune and expansion and growth and profit and wisdom in your sign. So, one of the best days of the month, okay? And this is the last month, the last full month, Gemini, that you will have Jupiter in your sign. Remember, Jupiter moved into your sign back in May. You've had an amazing year, okay? Amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's just going to get more, all right? Remember, I'm going to tell you about June. And remember, you've got to take action for these things. Please take action, okay? What's really great about this is that, again, you've got Mercury in Aries in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So this is really great for planning your future, how you can expand, but seeds that you plant around this time. It not only makes you wiser and makes things grow, right? The seeds that you plant, Jupiter is the water that makes everything grow in your 11th house of your networking, of networks and benefactors, allies, everything that I just mentioned, your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So there is likely a contract being signed, an agreement being made. Are you traveling? Maybe even something with business, something with marketing, PR, just ideas forming as well. That's going to grow into something big. Now, you've also got... There may be some stuff that has to do with home and family, by the way, around that time too, okay? Maybe real estate. Now, Tuesday, we'll obviously talk about more next week. Tuesday on the 6th, oh yeah, Venus is going to sextile Pluto. Listen, we've had this a couple times. I told you this is very different from the last times we've had it. Honestly, just pick your favorite White Lotus character, okay? Venus sextile Pluto, it's power, it's sex, it's money, and secrets. Yeah. What do you desire? What do you want? Use it. Use this. Now, 10th, May 10th. Oh, yeah. This is it. Mercury is moving into Aries. I'm sorry, Taurus. Mercury, your ruling planet, remember, 3 signs, leaving Aries, which was, really fiery. And so this is great. Mercury in Taurus. You got the sun here, so that grounding energy because you're racing toward your destiny with all this fire and air. But this is great because what this is now, from this point forward, for the next 2 weeks, very practical, tactical as well, sensible, grounded energy, right? And so this is just you taking a step back, looking at the big picture, looking at your path, asking yourself, does this make sense? What's the next steps? This is all about gains and profits and planning. Remember, it's in your 12th house. Very spiritual for you and very intuitive and subconscious, unrooting things. Okay. You're about to have a lot. Just wait until I flip this over. You're about to have a lot happen. So it's good. Like I said, even like 4 swords energy, just having a little bit of, and then just, right. And yeah, I did say the sun and Mercury together in Taurus, but don't forget you got Uranus in Taurus too. You got Uranus and Taurus for 2 more months. You've had Uranus and Taurus in your 12th house since 2018. Okay? Now, your life, when I say it's going to change and you're not going to even recognize yourself, by the time we get to July, it's because it is. Well, it's because Uranus is leaving Taurus after being there for 7 years and moving into your sign. We'll talk about it when the time comes, but that is life changing. Ask any Taurus what their life was like since 2018. And remember, Uranus does so much better in Gemini than it does in Taurus. All right. So just ask yourself, what are your breakthrough goals, right? Uranus is the great awakener, breakthroughs, right? What do you want to shake up? Uranus wants you to shake things up for your evolution and your personal freedom. That's Uranus, okay? For the next 2 weeks. Now, on the 12th, oh yeah, we got that full moon in Scorpio, May 12th. Here's the thing. Remember, full moons are culminations, reflection, turning points, endings, okay? Now, if you are new to astrology, the moon in Scorpio, and try to make this educational for everyone too. That's my Gemini rising. The moon in Scorpio can already be intense. But now you got a full moon in Scorpio, okay? But what makes it a little bit more intense is that we do have a Uranus cazimi on the 17th. That's when it perfects. And it's a conjunction. It's a Sun conjunct Uranus that you will feel over the full moon, because it's going to be opposite the full moon. Remember, oppositions, no oppositions, but lunations, like a full moon. All right. So, and you're going to feel it the week after too. But anyway, there may be some surprises, some unexpected things that have to do with home, family, maybe a female figure, but also work. Because Scorpio, for you, Gemini, rules your sixth house of everyday activities and your lifestyle and habits and things like that. And so you want to break some patterns here that you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, which does include work, like your responsibilities, duties when it comes to work, colleagues, the workplace, things like that, your employees. Anyway, as well as health. Okay. So there could be something here that's ending that you've been going through. It's like, finally it's over. All right. So here's the thing. This is a full moon in Scorpio. So there is a sense of like revelations and secrets. Something inside you may need to come out too, and you need to reveal something. This is going to also impact your relationships, especially in the workplace. And it's part of your personal transformation, but money may be a thing here as well. All right. FYI, because Mercury and the Sun, still in Taurus, a finance sign, and Scorpio is a little bit of like wealth, investments, things like that. All right. So just be flexible. All right. Because we are coming after that new moon in Taurus. You still may be feeling that was strong. Remember, that was a T-square. We got that grand cross. So just FYI. All right. This is all about being flexible, open-minded, but truly letting things go to have your caterpillar to butterfly moment. Remember, just think of the death card, right? In tarot, it's attributed to Scorpio, transformation. All right. We will definitely talk about this a lot more in your weekly forecast, but there is an intensity here. And for you, Gemini, one more thing. Remember what I just said about work? Well, this full moon will trigger the North Node and the South Node. So again, maybe something here with home and family, but also remember you got the North Node in Pisces and your 10th house of career. So there just may be something here. Think about November 1st, 2024, just 6 months ago that corresponds to this one. Think about the 2 weeks following it, or even the whole month. What happened around that time? Okay? There's something coming to conclusion, because one last thing, Gemini, that's going to affect you a lot. Mercury will square Pluto this day too. And so that's not bad. It just, it can be intense. And Mercury square Pluto has an intensity on top of the intensity of the intensity. But again, you can use these aspects. I told you, you always use these aspects. Don't let them use you. Work with this. How? Being flexible. Because Mercury square Pluto is pretty, it's deep. Pluto can take Mercury's energies to extremes. I've talked about polarities. You want to avoid extremes. All right. So this is very deep thinking, but also it's Mercury. It's like maybe there's something here that you really need to say to someone that, again, can be a boss or a colleague or an employee or a family member. Be very mindful, be very diplomatic, but it's Mercury, your ruler. All right. Squaring Pluto. That's actually, Pluto rules your 9th house. So it could be something within you. Okay. There could be something within you where there's this intensity where you could be just doubting yourself or questioning everything but going in circles and putting stress on yourself. So don't do that. Use it. Have that release. It's a full moon. You want to release. So stay frosty, be cool, be open-minded. It's just a little squeeze, right? Use this for your personal empowerment. All right. Work with this energy because why? 2 weeks from now, we will have Mercury trine Pluto. And that's happening at the time of your new moon. So you got something really great waiting for you. Okay. Just tap into your inner Mulder Scully Remember, going deep. This aspect is the deep thinker. It is the reporter, the psychologist, the psychic, the intellectual. It's Mercury square Pluto. So use it to feel empowered. I have Mercury square Pluto in my birth chart. I was born with this. I am living proof you can work with this energy in your favor. Okay? For the greater good. Now, if you do watch for your rising or your moon, for your sister or your grandma, your bestie, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius will feel this. Okay? If you're new to my channel, I am an Aquarius and a Gemini rising. If you know your birth chart, and I'm going to give this a really wide orb here because of Uranus. If you have planets between 20 to 27 degrees and any of the signs I just mentioned, or Virgo and Pisces as well, because the nodes are activated, you will feel this. Now, the 17th. Yeah, here we are. All right, so 17th, 18th, depending on where you live. Remember, a lot of these aspects do happen in transits and ingresses, all of that. Sometimes they happen like right at midnight, or you know what I mean? Like, so where, depending on where you live, May 17th or 18th, here we are, the sun conjuncting Uranus. So I'm going to talk about this a lot more in your weekly forecast. This is rare. It happens once a year, and you're going to really feel this. Okay? Here's the thing about, well, first of all, it's at 27 degrees. That's the Gemini degree. You're going to feel this, Gemini. All right? But it's very interesting for you. And I'm going to tell you why. It's happening again in your 12th house. And so that's really hard to pin down because, again, it is like physically, right? Because it's everything beyond the physical plane. It's very nebulous, the 12th house. So, again, whatever happens here, when you have a Uranus Cazimi, the chances of sudden and unexpected change are very, very high. Okay? But it's in your 12th house. So that is spirituality, intuition, and your subconscious. So there may be something here that you feel on a subconscious level. Okay? But if you think about the lower expressions of the 12th house, yes, it is self-sabotage. It's hidden. It's like hidden matters, right? So self-sabotage, it would be hidden enemies as well. And so that is something that could happen around this time. Like there's someone that you realize on this day, because remember, Uranus is like lightning striking, right? And so it's like, I realize that this person actually isn't on my side or supporting me. So things like that. Okay, so it's more up here for you. It's so just keep that in mind. And remember, you want to be communicative all month because the 12th house is also isolation. And so, yes, you want to like have stillness of mind, retreat, go out in nature for a couple of, you like just don't like spend like weeks, alone. You won't. You're a Gemini. You need to talk to people. So that's the only thing. And just remember, Uranus, you can use Uranus. So you can use this for your breakthrough. You can use this for progress. You can use this to free yourself by unrooting things from the subconscious. So remember, you can use these, and change is the only constant in this world. And there's something around this time that's asking you to change and shake things up. Remember, Uranus wants you to shake things up. And I want you to think about every May, okay, of the decade. So think of every May since 2020, okay? What were the shakeups you had? Because this has happened every May, and it will happen every May moving forward for the rest of the decade, nearly the rest of the decade. But remember, Uranus is moving in your sign. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. The other thing is Mercury will square Mars. That's the other square. That's going to happen this day. So, yeah, there may be something here. Someone says to you, news you receive that you're like, what? Or you telling someone something. That's why you want to be mindful about the way that you communicate around this time, because you could say something unexpectedly like, rawr. Remember that Uranus is sextiling the North Node. I told you that last week. And Uranus is sextiling the North Node, trining the South Node. And that's amazing. And that's happening for the first 2 weeks of May, where you feel it the most strongly, but you will feel it all of May. So this, whatever happens around this time, is part of your destiny, right? The North Node is your destiny, and your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation. If you're not here for career, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for. All right. So in your reputation. So Taurus, Aquarius, obviously, I mean, they will feel it the most. If you have any planets between 24 to 29 degrees, fixed signs, or Pisces, Virgo, you'll feel it. Or if you have any planets 0 to 5 degrees of Aquarius or Aries, you'll feel it. And that's because of some other things happening that we'll talk about. Okay. But just be mindful. It is Mercury square Mars. And the planet of communication, your ruler, squaring Mars in your 3rd house of communication. So just be mindful. Now, one thing that is not on the whiteboard, we'll talk about it later. In your weekly forecast, Jupiter in your sign is going to square the North Node and South Node. Okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's just like, we're going to talk about that because there's just something where it's just like, you really want change, right? Now happy birthday. May 20th, we get to your birthday season. Happy birthday, Gemini. You waited a whole year for this. This is amazing. And Gemini season is all about you. Use it. It's all about you. Please use this. Please. The sun is on, the spotlight's on you. This life force, this sun is opportunities, optimism. But, Gemini season is all about stimulation, intellectually, mentally. So please be communicative. You never know what door is going to open for you. Learn new things. There's a sense of curiosity with the sun in Gemini, being curious about starting new things. And that is Gemini energy, like launching new businesses and selling things, right? Your ruler is Mercury, the mercantile, right? Gemini is the reporter, the writer, the researcher, but also the communicator. So marketing, advertising, PR, your local community, family, travel, all of that within this realm. Okay. All in the name of stimulation, power of the mind. That's what it is. Mind over matter, you expanding your consciousness. And don't forget, Gemini, you've got Jupiter in your sign. Use this month, please, plant seeds. Jupiter is going to help everything grow. And you're already feeling Jupiter. And okay, listen, June, when we get to June, I'm going to just tell you now, June, which is still your birthday season, when I say you got a lot to look forward to, look at what's happened the last week of May. But when we get to June, the luckiest aspects, plural, of 2025 just happened to be in June, your birthday season. We have a new moon in Cancer that's conjuncting Jupiter. When's the last time you saw that? There's a lot of wonderful things happening in June, okay? And Jupiter will leave your sign, move into Cancer, where it's exalted, but that's amazing for you. I already told you what Cancer represents, so you're good already for the full year. Now, and we will have Jupiter square Saturn, etc. But still, again, you've already gone through that. You got to look at your chart too. And that's why I give you these aspects personally, okay? Because it really is, like, for instance, sure, we do have the Jupiter Saturn square that's happening in June, and that's the last one, kind of like the Mars opposite Pluto that we had. And a lot of y'all are experiencing it now if you're watching this, the last week of April, or you know what I mean? I literally have Mars opposite Pluto in my chart. Mars is on top of Mars, my Mars, Pluto is on top of my Pluto. So even though everyone in the world is moving past that, I have that for some time. If you're Gemini rising, you've got Saturn squaring your Jupiter in your birth chart, like me. So even though everyone's gonna, even Gemini's we're gonna move past that, I've got that for some time. So that's why it's important to look at your chart too. Now, you got the Sun sextiling Saturn though. What's amazing? That's a great thing. Is Saturn is still in Pisces in your 10th house of career and fame and public recognition and honors and achievements, social status, all of that. Big, because remember, sextiles are great, And Saturn, who's normally really hard on you, he's restrictions and limitations, and you've been going through he's been hard on you for career because he wants you to learn his life lessons, right? So, and he's leaving soon, right? But he's now building you this bridge, and Saturn's going to be very easy on you this month. That's why it's such a great month. Okay, other than the Jupiter Saturn square, but still, that's a whole other thing. And some of y'all may not even feel it. It's like, if you're vibrating a high frequency, you don't even notice. Yeah. Now, on the 22nd, so there's something great for career, by the way. So, and fame. The 22nd, you got Venus trine Mars again. Hi. Yeah. You know it. What happens when Venus and Mars gets together? There you go. Have fun with this. And, honestly, remember what I said? We've had this a couple times, but they're both in fire signs now, so it's very different from the last time. There's something big here. But also, you can use this for creativity as well. You can use this for creativity and family and friends and things like that. It's, we'll talk about it next time. Sun will sextile Neptune, not on the whiteboard. That's huge. We'll talk about in your weekly forecast because that is leading right into the 24th, the 25th, Saturn moving into Aries. So, this, again, depending on where you live, May 24th, May 25th, this is the first time Saturn has been in Aries since the 90s. Now, let me tell you what's happening here, Saturn, Gemini, because this is really big, and I really want you to pay attention to this because your life is about to change in a really big way because we're already in your birthday season, and this is happening in your birthday season, okay? Saturn's going to be here until September, 4 months. Neptune's already here. Remember, Neptune's here for 14 years, and I did the Neptune in Aries video. Please watch that, okay? Because I am going to do a separate live stream on Saturn and Neptune together in Aries, but I'm not going to spend so much time on it here. And I want you to have a primer of how you can use Neptune in Aries for you, okay? So check out that video, but this is enormous, okay? Saturn here with Neptune till September. Don't forget that. Why? Because Saturn is going to be in Aries, Saturn and Neptune in Aries, February 2026 for its permanent station. So that'll be a few years, till 2028. So what's happening from this point forward until September of this year is giving you a preview of what your life is going to be like February 2026 and beyond. Okay? So you want to take action. You want to plant seeds this summer. Remember what I said, visualize, plan things out. Where do you want to be by next year? All right. Now, let me just tell you about the sheer magnitude of what's happening for you, Gemini. Remember what I said, Saturn and Neptune in Aries. What does that mean for you? That is your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and goals and commitments and dreams and all of that. Okay. And your social network and networking and humanity and the masses and community. Okay. Like LinkedIn community if you're here for work. Okay. So Saturn conjuncting Neptune in Aries. We've only had that 7 times in modern human history. Think of all the thousands of years we've been here as a civilization, right? 7 times. This is rare. So when I say we're going through a year that nobody's experienced, this is rare. This has not happened since 1703. And the first time that you can trace it back in modern human history is 593 BC. So, and I'm sure, obviously, Saturn and Neptune conjuncted in Aries before that. I'm sure, 4,000, 5,000 years ago? Who knows? I'm talking about modern human history. But as I said in your 2025 forecast, Saturn and Neptune are together. Think about like a nightclub, Club Gemini. So Saturn and Neptune are on the dance floor. They're dancing. They're vibing together, okay? They're grooving out to Radiohead, whatever. But they haven't met, okay? They're on the same dance floor. They haven't met yet. They will meet February 2026. That's the official, powerful conjunction when they perfect at 0 degrees. The beginning of the beginning. We've talked about this. the creation degree, the great reset, the world axis, 0 degrees. So again, that's happening February 26th. That's never happened. Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees conjunction. Okay. Again, yeah, maybe 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Who knows? I can look. It takes some time. But this is the beginning of the beginning. And that's why I've been really harping on that 0 degree point from mid-March. All that 6-planet conjunction hovering the 0 degree point from mid-March, eclipse season, that brought that intensity. April was intense. And now we're here where it's brought you into this brand, like your life is changing. Your life is changing. Okay? So again, take action for where you want to be by February 2026. You have all summer. Now, Gemini, since the dinosaurs roamed this planet, I have told you Saturn is authority, the taskmaster, discipline, boundaries, limitations, restrictions, life lessons. Yeah? Therefore, karma. Saturn represents karma. So you work with Saturn's rules, you learn your lessons, you pass, you move on to the next cycle, and then Saturn builds you that bridge. Structure, stability, long-term goals and gains and commitments in your 11th house of your long-term goals and gains and commitments. So you see how this is a big deal for you. And why is that, by the way, your 11th house? Is because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, and Saturn is Aquarius's ruler. Okay, Capricorn and Aquarius. So two signs share Saturn. And Aquarius, as I said, is humanity. It's people. That's the 11th house. That's why. And that's why this is a big deal for you. Okay? It's a really big deal. There are no shortcuts with Saturn. And remember how I just told you this is how rare this is? The magnitude of what's happening? Well, Saturn and Neptune, now that they're in Aries, will be sextiling Uranus and Pluto. When was the last time you saw that? And of course, it's happening now. It's building, but you feel it June, July, August, September the most. And those are sextiles. Those are amazing. Saturn normally doesn't give out handouts like this. He does not make things easy for you. So you have to consider this a huge blessing. Everybody does, right? And why is this such a big deal for you? What did I say earlier? Uranus is moving into your sign. Pluto's in Aquarius, your BFF, fellow air sign. This is like a miracle for you. This is amazing. I just want you to know your life is changing. You're going to start feeling it in May, but you've got a lot to look forward to. Okay? Now here's the catch. Yes, there is a catch. And it's not a big one, but you've got Saturn moving into Aries. Remember, Aries is the I am, the self-starter, pioneering spirit, consciousness, okay? But also like entrepreneur, initiator. So you've got to take that action. And Saturn's going to make you work hard still. There's still going to be like aspects, hard Saturn aspects, but whatever. It's still different now. It's going to be very different, but you still have to work hard for now mastery of self. Now, especially how you will contribute to humanity. Now that you've gone through your lessons through your 10th house, now you're getting recognized by the world. Or again, it's community. It can be just the industry you work in, whatever it is, but also your future hopes and wishes and dreams. And Saturn, shapes you into who you are. And so Aries is very fiery. Aries is like, let's go, let's initiate, let's do this. Action. Saturn's like, no, I'm the long term. So what does this mean? He's being very Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Okay? You can't enter that karate tournament because a bully pushed you. You got to learn how to do karate. That's what Saturn is saying right now. You gotta do it my way, and it's in a way that's patient. And that's the catch, is that Aries is like, it can be impulsive. Aries energy is impulsive. It can be like very, even like rebellious. And Saturn's like, no, I'm Chronos. I'm time. And I'm long time. All right. So just keep that in mind. It's just practice makes perfect. That's all it is. All right. So you definitely will be like more independent, feeling a lot more independent, that independent spirit, but still that pioneering spirit. It's really great for your long-term husband wishes and dreams. Oh my goodness. Saturn bringing you that structured experience. Neptune already here. Neptune being your dreams. Saturn being reality. I've told you this. Turning your dreams into reality. Work with Saturn. Work with Saturn. All right. It's all about mastery of self at this point. You can still be assertive and goal driven, but it's gonna be wax on, wax off. All right, that's all it is. All right, and then you earn your karma points throughout the time. So slow and steady wins a race. It's not hit the ground running. It's hit the ground power walking. All right, I'll talk more about this in that. I'll do a live stream. All right, so because there's more to it. There's so much more to it. I haven't even talked about Saturn and Neptune together in a big way, but above all, just remember Saturn is reality. That's why whenever he comes in hard, I say he comes in with like reality checks. So just remember, you create your reality, Gemini. I say that all the time to remind you. Why do you think people say life is what you make it, right? For thousands of years. Because you create your reality. Take that action. Take inspired action. That's what karma is. As above, so below. Now, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Let's really go now. All right, so we'll talk a lot. Listen, Sun trine Pluto, amazing. The sun's in your sign, trining Pluto, that's power. Someone's definitely opening doors for you around this time, because look, it's happening at the time that Mercury is now conjuncting Uranus. This is an amazing conjunction, because look at all the wonderful, aspects that's supporting it. And remember, this is a 1-year aspect too. So this is when you get great, amazing, surprising good news. Okay? Amazing. Even you having like breakthroughs, your personal breakthrough. Remember, Mercury, the mind, communication. Okay? Big ideas. I love this. All right. So I would not be surprised if y'all are signing something at the end of the week, because you see Mercury moves into your sign. Mercury's your ruler. Mercury's at home. You're in your zone. You're vibing. You got to communicate. You're going to be craving stimulation. And you see, well, maybe you can't, but you see Mercury sextiling Saturn too. As soon as that happens in Aries, in your future hopes and wishes and dreams, and your network and community and your friends and all of that, at 0 degrees. It's a sextile. What did I say? You got Mercury in your sign at this point, Saturn in Aries at 0 degrees. There's some fresh new beginning. This is agreements, contracts, something, Saturn making something last for you, happening right at the time of the new moon in your sign on May 26th, May 27th, depending on where you live. It happens late at night. Amazing. Okay. It's a Mercury ruled new moon. And I told you it's one of the best new moons of 2025. Why? It's conjuncting Mercury. It's trining Pluto and sextiling Neptune and Saturn, and Mercury sextiling Saturn. I mean, are you joking me? This is amazing for you. And so it's very enthusiastic. It's very like something new is forming here for you. Big time. Okay. We will obviously talk about it. And remember, Jupiter's still in your sign. Even though it's not aspecting, it's still here in your sign. Okay. If you know your chart, if you have Jupiter in Gemini, it didn't even, like, we'll talk about your weekly forecast, but if you do, in the later degrees, wow. Okay. And this new moon, let me see. It's at 6 degrees. If you're if you have anything in any of the mutable signs, especially in Gemini at 6 degrees in your chart, or if you're Gemini rising at 6 degrees or Gemini 6, like just give it a window, okay? Like 2 degrees to 10 degrees. This is big. It didn't even matter. It's in your sign. And you see Mercury trine Pluto the very next day. Listen, you're going to be influential. That's all too. Oh gosh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh gosh, I'm going on a trip. You're the first sign I'm doing, but I might have to do your. Okay, I have to do yours. I'm sorry. I got Gemini. I got it. And you have a Mercury Kazemi, but I gotta go. I just heard the door knock. I'm going on this trip, but I'll do your spread when I get there. I'm just going upstate, okay? But you do have a Mercury Kazemi. It's a superior one on the 29th. Like, you just wait until the last week of May. All right, so I will see you in a second, okay? I'll see you in a second. I'm gonna do your spread upstate. Okay, thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you in a second. Okay, Gemini, my friend's gonna wait. All right, so I'll just do it now. So Gemini, sorry for that false alarm. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for May 2025. I cannot wait for this. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Gemini, oh my gosh. I think that your reading is going to be long. Well, yeah, listen, this truly is a historic month, but for you, the fact that it's happening in your birthday season, Saturn and Neptune moving together, right? But also just everything that's happening for you, all moving into your 11th. I mean, like, I can't even, like, you've got the North Node and your 10th house of fame. You're not, like, this is going to be this is a life-changing month for you in way, like, of your lifetime. Okay, I do a traditional cultic crossfade, offers the best overview. If we need a full clairvoyance, you know that we will, Gemini, and you know I love y'all. All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, when I say it's gonna be a life-changing month, it's like you can't even get more life-changing than this. You're good. You're getting a mic drop. You're getting one of these. You're getting everything. This is insane. I'm gonna show you my crystal. Y'all know what crystal this is? Look how beautiful that leave in the comments if you know what. Look how beautiful that is. You're good. You can't get more good. You're really good. You're legendary. Ace of Swords. Break on through to the other side. You got the Ace of Swords kicking off May. Look at you go. Okay? Use this. This is the biggest sword in the deck. With great power comes great responsibility. You got a lot of power. You can make things happen, but it's the Ace of Swords. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities, changes. What do I say about changes? You got big change happening. Swords are the mental suit. It's communication as well. So this is big breakthrough ideas. This is breaking free. Remember, I said freedom is going to be a big theme this month. Freeing your mind okay? New perspective, all of that. But also, there's some conversations that is going to, like, get the needle moved. This is the Ace of Swords. So you can see that crown, the victory, success, achievements, okay? But new beginnings. There's contracts, agreements, important conversations that you needed to have, whatever it is. That's big, powerful breakthrough. You've got it. Use it. It is a hand of spirit, though, so it's saying that there is going to be something fated that is coming through for you. And wow, when it comes through, it looks like you're going to be in a very new headspace, indicating you're going to be in a very new area of your life. You got the Page of Swords in the heart of your spread all month, okay? And the Page of Swords, what did I say? Just the fact that you're a Gemini, just the fact that we're moving to Gemini season, Mercury moving into Gemini, all of that energy. And then you got Mars and Leo all month in your 3rd house. What did I say that is? It's all about new, okay? Learning something new, being curious about something new, starting a business, starting a side hustle, right? Very, like, new way of thinking, putting yourself in a place where you're now at a new job, in a new relationship, anything you want. This is the Page of Swords. the messenger, you're going to be communicating. You're going to be communicating a lot about new things coming into your life, or even hearing things. It doesn't even matter. There's a two-way. You don't talk to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's a two-way thing. I mean, you can, you can. But, and you're Geminis, y'all talk, all right? But when I say talk to yourself, like, up here, right? Anyway, you do you, but this is really amazing. Page of Swords is like a sponge too. Like, you're really enthusiastic. Now, you got strength in your challenge area, 2 messages coming through. The first one is, listen, when I say the energies this month can be a little fiery, just trust your intuition. Okay? Tap into that source of strength, where you find that strength within you. Because if anyone tries to push your buttons, and you're going to be very fiery this month, you're going to be, all right, with all this stimulation, with you, with Mars and Leo in your 3rd house. Yeah. So just be like, I should, I'm going to let that one pass. I'm going to be, I'm being the best version of myself. I'm being the best person in this situation. Yeah. Tap into that inner strength. And that's the same thing with Pluto moving into Aquarius anyway for you. Yeah. That inner wisdom, that inner transformation, that inner growth. Where do you find that source of strength? That's a good month to find it and just know it whenever there are moments where you want to just, because you're a Gemini, you don't lose arguments. You don't lose debates. You know what I mean? So sometimes it can get a little like, this for this month, because it's so fiery. So just pull back if someone, okay? That's the biggest energy coming through. Now, and of course, yeah, like, be confident, obviously, but I don't think that you're not going to be. But if you feel that, like, you need a little of a, tap into that inner courage to give you the confidence. You got Saturn and Neptune moving into your 11th house, which is great. You've got, anyway. The other thing is, yeah, there is going to be someone that it's more someone within your world that does feel like we need to talk. You saying like, okay, we need to talk about this. Okay. And it may be someone that is just not up to speed with you. All right. It can be family. It can be work related. You got a lot activated. Even a friendship or a community. Remember, that's a big emphasis for you this month, but family's coming through strong. And then also the fact, by the way, strength is Leo, right? It's attributed to Leo. Remember, Mars is in Leo all month in your 3rd house of communication, and it can be other people. So communication right here is really strong, and just be proud, but heart-based, okay? Because remember, it's still a lot of egos at play this month, and you just wanted, this is all about the heart. Anyway, you got, look at what's going on. Come on. You got the Empress in your crown. You're good. You're going to be in a wonderful headspace. Everything here is just wonderful. You got the Empress, first of all. Now, remember I said you got this new, even with the 2 of Cups here, by the way, and we'll get to that. Empress, card 3, 1 + 2 = new reality. She's pregnant, okay? Are y'all? Yeah. Well, anyway, think about like the birth of new things, even with the fact that you see the golden wheat, this new crop, right? So new, you're thinking of something new anyway, in terms of what does my heart desire? What am I passionate about? The Empress is all about passion. It's all about self-love too. It's unconditional love. It's super conscious love. You're going to be so heart-based. It's amazing. Okay. But she holds a golden scepter. Anything she touches turns to gold. Vibe with that. You got Venus in your 11th house. Vibe with that. You see the symbol of Venus here? Vibe with that. And then create. This is all about creation. I told you that she's pregnant. So it's all about creation. 1 + 2, new reality. All of that. This is money. This is love. It's everything. Okay? It's abundance. You're good. You got the 2 of Cups. This is opening yourself up to someone else to for something for the long term. This is love too. This is what we call the soulmate card, twin flame card. Yeah, in layman's terms. And it doesn't have to be career. I'm sorry, love. It can be career. It can be career. It can be platonic. It can be family. You got friend stuff. You could be starting something, create a project with a friend, family, whatever it is. But you do have a lot of career stuff still activated. FYI. Okay. So yeah, you want it. You want all this new. And remember, they're just kind of like just beginning this journey, right? They're just meeting. They're just, starting. It's like two souls inhabiting one body. Now, you do see the winged lion here, right? That's a lot of passion. Healing too with a caduceus, but there's this driving life force, okay? That's happening right now. And it's beautiful, and you're going to feel it this month. There is definitely like partnership stuff here, but also again, just self-love is coming through too. It's like you and that confidence, like I can't. It's because of your mindset. Remember, once you change your mindset and clear out the things that may be holding you back, right, you make room for the new. And so you're going to be in this new mindset, and it changes your entire world. You got the Nine of Pentacles in your future. This is independence. This is self-sufficiency. What did I say? You got Saturn, Neptune moving into Aries. What does Aries represent? Everything I just said. You got, let me show you something here. You got the only two cards in all of tarot where you actually see the symbol of Venus. So when I say, please pay attention to Venus, which is love, which is relationships, creativity, everything that you desire, things that bring you pleasure, things that make your heart sing, you're going to get because you're manifesting it. And remember, Venus is in Aries all month. Your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Look at how rich she is. I mean, come on. But that's the thing. You earned it. Remember, karmic rewards. You have Saturn leaving Pisces. Saturn that was testing your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation, leaving to move into Aries now in your hopes and wishes and dreams. And so there, for her, there's a sense of like, she had that discipline. Yeah? Think about what comes before the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. He's working hard for his legacy, for his destiny, for his goals, not being distracted. That's discipline. That's your reward. You earned all this. You're going to earn it. Amazing. And yeah, that's wealth. And remember, Pentacles are your physical reality. Yeah. So something in your physical world that's bringing you the sense of not only like, I don't have to stress anymore. I don't have to, worry anymore. Like I feel good. I'm standing in my garden of abundance with all this enlightenment. I made it. You're good. Okay. The 5-pointed star. Yeah. I mean, that's like the rise of consciousness, but remember, it is, I mean, we can go back to Mesopotamia times. It was linked to the vault of heaven. Yeah. The golden ratio. You know about that. Do you? Yeah. It's great. Wonderful. Let's keep going. All right. If you like this reading, it would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Gemini, tell me what's going on. I love y'all. Yeah. Y'all are the communicators. I think I told you that. All right. Let's see what's going on. Don't. I don't even know. That's okay. You're good. You know it. Like, I don't even have to tell you. Like, you know it. Okay? But I don't even know what to say. Let's get started. All right, so you got the 10 of Pentacles. So you got the 9 of Pentacles, you got the 10 of Pentacles. Just keep going and feel good about it and know that you're going to get whatever you want. You got to believe it. Right? You're good. 10 of Pentacles. By the way, a lot of family energy. I think I mentioned that. A lot of family energy happening. You see the 3 generations of family here, which is really wonderful. But you do see the 10 Pentacles, like the Pentacles falling from the heavens in the form of the tree of life. So this is prosperity. This is success. This is everything. This is abundance. You see the harvest in this card. You see the how big the castle is. This is conscious. This is conscious. This is coming into your physical realm. This is saying like, listen, look at my legacy. I'm going toward my legacy. I'm gonna make it. I'm taking that inspired action. This is my month. This is my birthday season. I'm getting all of this. I'm getting all of this. Feel it. Remember what I said, put yourself on that timeline. Feel it. You can have whatever you want. Look at this. You have whatever you want. You have the Two of Swords. Your external factors area. That's fine. Listen, it does feel like there is someone, again, I feel like there is someone in your life that you just have to, and it can be work, it can be family, there's just someone you have to, or a lover, whatever it is, someone that you just kind of have to like have a conversation with and be patient with that person, have that strength to be patient, right? But also, you know, with the Two of Swords, it just feels like they may need to be a little bit more, they need to come out of they need to be able to take off that blindfold. All right, in order for them to do that, they have to be in touch with their emotions and their intuition. So just be patient with that person, okay? And yes, it's definitely someone else. If you feel that it's you, trust your intuition, okay? That's all. Trust your intuition. There may be a decision you may have to make. I don't feel like it's you, but if it is, trust your intuition, be in touch with your emotions, you're going to be fine. Just know, these swords, they do get heavy. So you can't be here forever, right? You can't be here forever. And there is that sense of like duality with another person, okay? It can be something brand new. You did get the Two of Cups with the Two of Swords. So there's something that's coming together with another person. You might have to be a little patient with that person. And not be like, why aren't you, right? You got the Ace of Pentacles. You have whatever you want. you got two aces, first of all. I tell you this is your month. I mean, well, that's what you want. Ace of Pentacles, that's the biggest pentacle in the deck. Money, wealth. But also, Pentacles, like I said, your physical reality. It is the biggest 5-pointed star. It's such, what did I say? Linked to the vault of heaven. The 5 elements. Yes, there are 5. Okay? Earth, fire, water, air, and ether. Connecting with the ether. Yeah? You got the Magician. Talking about the ether. Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvius Man? You know that painting or that drawing. That's that. The 5-pointed star. That's based on that. It's a big thing. Anyway, yeah, listen, you're good. You're fine. Yeah, listen, you got some new path. You definitely have it. You have it. You want it. Go for it. You're going to get it. Manifest it. You got the Magician. You will. Speaking of manifesting, you got the Magician. And your final outcome saying you can have whatever you want because you're starting this new journey. First of all, you see that. It's card 1 of the Major Arcana. And he's got all tools of tarot at his disposal. He's got the swords, the wands, the cups, the pentacles. What do you want? Is it money? Is it swords? Is it cups? Is it love? You can have anything you want. Okay? And you're not limited to one. When I say you can have anything, you have anything. But the Magician is a card of action. It's a card of action. So you've got to take that action. Remember, I said Mercury is going to be in 3 signs. Mercury is your ruling planet. The card Magician is attributed to the planet Mercury. But you see you're good. You're good. You can't get gooder. I mean, this is insane. How much time? Okay, I gotta go. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's break it down week by week. Gemini, let's see what's going on for you the first week. You know that Venus is conjuncting Neptune, Mercury, sextile Jupiter. A lot of other things. Pluto going retrograde. Let's see what's going on for you the first week. Okay. May. There you go. You got the 6 of Pentacles. Talk about harmony. You're good. Okay. This is someone who, by the way, this is all about like, what I talk about, like the giving and receiving, having that balance. That's what karma is. All right. What you put out there, you get back. Okay. Just remember that. You're seeking support. There you go. You got to give something to get back, right? You got to know what that is for you. But it's Pentacles. money, wealth. If you've been, you're going to get it. But have that, he's holding a scale for a reason, okay? So it's that balance of giving and receiving. But that's spiritual wealth too. Physical, in your physical world, you wanted that Toyota Camry, it's coming. But you got to put that great energy out there. That's how karma works. Let's see what's going on for you. But yeah, you're good. That's a wonderful card. Everything's harmonizing for you right away. Second week, yeah, the full moon in Scorpio. Oh yeah, on the Uranus Kazemi. Oh, you're good. You got your own card. You got the Lovers. You're good. Okay. I don't even know what you have. Archangel Raphael here blessing these two. The Lovers card. You already got the Two of Cups. What? And you know this is your card. And now you got 2 6s. Okay. 6 is such a wonderful number. And 6 is harmony. I mean, you've got a new moon at 6 degrees. Anyway, listen, I can't. So yeah, there's something. But remember, the Lovers is not only your card, but it is saying like you've got the choice. The power's in your hands. It's Archangel Raphael gifting you the gift of love, blessing you with it. And now it's up to you. What are you going to do with it? All right. What are you going to do with it? Where do you want? Is it partnership and love? Is it career? You can have whatever you want. You have whatever you want. You got the blessings here. Okay. You got the sun, optimism, abundance, opportunities. You're really good. There's going to be a focus on love and relationships. And again, it can be career. It can be best friend. It can be whatever. It can be whatever. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week. Okay. Third week. Oh, we happy birthday. We move into your birthday season. And there's a bunch of other stuff happening. Gemini, third week. Oh, look, you got the 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be something that's ending. And listen, I don't even want you to think, the 3 of Swords, remember I said you got all these swords, but you also got Mercury very active. You also got the Magician, your final outcome, which is attributed to the planet Mercury. 3 of Swords, we do call, like the heartbreak card, right? But look, it's still a sword suit. It's up here. And so remember, it's all about your mindset. It's mind over matter. You can see this as like, when it rains, it pours because it's raining. Or after a rainstorm comes a rainbow. So there's something that could have been hard because we're coming after that full moon too, where there's something ending, but you got a lot to look forward to. And remember, there's a lot of endings that will likely happen this month for you, for all these amazing new things, for this new era for you. So again, it's attached to that. These are actually, you see, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, right? These are 2 Libra cards. What does Libra rule? Partnerships and relationships, or something ending, or I'm going to clarify that. It doesn't mean that for a lot of you, it's something going to be ending. It could be emotional, impactful, but it could just be a phase in a relationship, like that, something that was hard in a relationship. And now it's, it's hard and I feel the emotional impact. Now it's getting to my head and I'm overthinking and overanalyzing. But at the same time, hey, I now know it was meant to happen. And, the other thing is, again, like possibly a phase. That may be a little hard. Let's see. You got Temperance. You got another Archangel. You're going to be fine. It was meant to happen. It was part of your path. Okay? Temperance, speaking of moderation and not going to extremes, Temperance is literally telling you, hey, I'm Archangel Michael. I'm here to guide you and tell you you're on a path. You're going to get there. And I'm going to help you get there. So don't worry. Don't stress. Things that happen for a reason. And you need to see that because I'm guiding you. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. How crazy is this, by the way? Remember, you've got 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords in your external factor. So someone else involved, right? And that's what I was feeling here anyway with the Strength card. Now, how crazy. You also got the Lovers and you got the 2 of Cups. So someone involved. Temperance, Sagittarius rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Last week, you've got the new moon in your sign, and then all these amazing stuff. You got Mercury trine, but you got so much happening. Let's see what's going on. And Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries. I mean, era making. Let's see what's going on for you for the last week of June. 3 of Pentacles. You're moving into something new. It's clear as day. It's 1000% clear as day. 3, remember what I said is the Empress is card 3. The 3 is a vibration of the Empress. New beginnings. But also in terms, in the name of like learning, advancing, growing. You already got that Page of Swords. You already got that Ace of Swords. New. Now I'm going to show you something here. You see the Pentacles, money, wealth. You have it in your future, right? You even have it here. You have it everywhere, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles. You see the Pentacles are actually in the structure of the building. Structure. Long term. There's something building for you, but with other people. Okay? So new job, new company, new team, you launching your business, or you're writing a book and you're working with agents, or do you know what I mean? Like it's up to you. This is wealth building, actually. Actually, it is, because Three of Pentacles is Capricorn. Capricorn does rule your 8th house of wealth building. And remember, there is something there with the full moon anyway in Scorpio about wealth that I mentioned with Taurus season and Taurus, Mercury and Taurus, all about finances. But anyway, you got something new. That's all you have to look forward to. There's something new brewing. You're amazing. You're good. You're this is an amazing month. I'm gonna let you go. Oh yeah, the second spread. Okay, so second spread. We'll talk about it. Listen, second spread. I'm gonna look at love. I'm gonna look at career. We're gonna look at a lot of things. Listen. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link, and anyone's welcome to join. We have a lot of fun. We have so much fun. And yeah, and one thing that we do, another thing that's great about it is that when we pull cards from the second, and I have 2 decks here, so we're going to use 2 decks, but when you get the same card from this, you know that the universe is sending you a message, and these pretty much are clarifiers for a main spread. But anyway, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Gemini, y'all are amazing. I will see you, and next week we'll go deeper in the aspects. Gemini, listen, best month. You're amazing. A lot happening. Okay, all these pentacles. Oh wow. All right, thanks so much, Gemini. I will see you. I'll see you next week. All right, bye bye.